Decatur, Michigan. Showed up at Local 51 today, just planning. This is what's awesome. This is what's great about a union when we all come together, is seeing our members plan their own rallies, plan their own events, and just get together in caravan in solidarity about our cause. That's what this is all about. This isn't about me. This isn't about the leadership. This is about the membership. Everything we do, everything we've done since we've taken office, everything we focus on should be about the membership and what they do and how they bust their asses every day in these plants. And we keep going backwards. Those days are over. Not a better place to show up, but it's awesome for the first time in years to see members show up in solidarity and us all standing together instead of seeing them standing out there outside the fence protesting what we're doing. This place, our Solidarity House, this is our home. It's hallowed ground. And you think about this, in these walls, in this building, it is a major part of American history and of labor history. You think of the people like Walter Reuther, Martin Luther King Jr., that have graced these halls, and the work they've done to advance economic and social justice. And now we got to continue that fight. It's up to us to continue that. And the crazy thing is, you think back to when they were here making plans to change the world, we find ourselves in the same position in today's times. That's our obligation. That's what we got to do. One example, this union, the UAW holds such a historic place in the history of this nation. You think about our work in the civil rights movement, but think about what we've done during World War II. The arsenal of democracy was our UAW workers, our UAW members were the ones that built the tanks, the B-2 Liberator bombers out in Willow Run, the Jeeps. We got Toledo Jeep people here today. Those Jeeps are part of that. All of our efforts, Walter Reuther, devised the plan of the arsenal of democracy to use the excess capacity of our auto plants to be able to bring us up to production quicker, to make these things, to make tanks, to make Jeeps, to make bombers, to make weaponry, to win the war. And he was laughed at by the Big Three when he came up with that idea initially. But after Pearl Harbor, FDR realized we had to put a plan in place, and they adopted his plan, and we became the arsenal of democracy. And that story gets lost in history. Today, the pundits and the history lessons talk about how the Big Three, how the companies saved the day. It wasn't the companies, it was the UAW, it was our workers and Walter Reuther's plan. So it's ironic today, 80 years later, we find ourselves again as a part of the arsenal of democracy. It's different this time. The enemy's not a foreign power, across an ocean. The enemy's right here among us. It's corporate greed. And how we fight the enemy isn't a liberator bomber. It's the true liberators, which is the working class people and the workers of the world. The way we get our liberation, the way we liberate this country, is we stand up in solidarity on the picket lines. We fight for our share of economic and social justice. Today is about the auto workers, who are a major part of the fabric of the working class in this nation. And everything we do affects everybody else. This isn't about the billionaire class and the elite few. This is about the working class and the billions of us in the working class that are left behind. There's not some executive that owns the future. We own our future. It's up to us to change it. It's up to us to control it, not executive class and the corporate class and the billionaire class. We have the power. So it's what we decide to do together that's going to shape our future. And we have to exercise that power. We have to do what we need to do. And unfortunately, the companies chose to put us in this position. We didn't choose to be here. We want our fair share. The companies own this. They own what's happened. It's on them. You know, the economic reality they want us to face is us to continue to go backwards while they go forward. And that doesn't work for the working class. You know, these CEOs want to preserve a system that leaves them with everything and leaves us scraping to get by paycheck to paycheck. Those days are over. They say they deserve all the profit, you know, because they're different. You know, and I agree they're different, but let's talk about those differences. And I'm going to keep talking about these differences. You know, the CEOs sit in meetings all day. They make decisions, but we make the product. They think they own the world, but we make the world run. You know, they think the future belongs to them, but today belongs to the auto worker and the working class. You know, I keep saying this and saying this, you know, the difference in this is it goes back to this, and like our title song, Solidarity Forever. Without our brain and muscle, not a single wheel would turn. That's what's different about the working class in this world. Not just here, not just in auto, in the world. We make everything run, and we also can shut it down. You know, whether we're building cars, trucks, parts depots, whether we're union workers or not union workers, what a human being does, the work a human being does, no matter what that work is, they deserve economic and social justice. They shouldn't have to starve to death in the process. We do the heavy lifting, we do the real work, not the CEOs and not the executives, the workers. You know, the worlds of our making, the economies of our making, and this industry is of our making. And as we've shown, when we withhold our work, we can unmake it. And as we're going to show in this fight with the big three, as we strike, as we pick it and take action, and we have to do, we're being forced to do, we can remake it. That's the plan. As always, you know, as I say this, the membership is the highest authority in this union. The people are the highest authority in this nation. It's time we take back what's ours, what's rightfully ours. So UAW family, this is our defining moment. It's time to take it back. It's time for the working class to stand up and stand together. Our fight's everybody's fight. When we stand together, we all win. So I want to thank you. I thank all of you that took the time to do a caravan, to plan a caravan. It's a beautiful thing seeing action all over this country. We are nationwide right now. Everybody in this country is taking action and standing up for their fair share. And that's because of the power of all of us standing together. And if these companies don't come to the pump for our members, we're going to continue to turn up the heat. So thank you all. And let's stay in the fight.